Hi friends, thanks for joining me. So we're on week 8 of my sketch challenge that I started the beginning of summer, going through the catalog, specifically page 22, and following these sketches to make a card each week. So we're on week 8, and I am making, let's see if I can find it on the page, right here, number 8. I also have a bigger picture of that. And this is a PDF that you can get at FrenchieStamps.com. She has that tutorial available for free if you're interested. All right, so let's set that aside. I am using the Wonderful Thoughts stamp set. I need a bridal shower card, so I thought this was perfect. Then, if I don't forget, I hope I don't. Last time I forgot to use my embossing folder. I'm using the Distress Tile 3D embossing folder. The stamp set also coordinates with dies, and I will be using this flower cutout, maybe, and this heart. So I'm just going to cut those out. I'm not sure if I am going to use them. I might not. So we'll see. I'm going to keep this here because I don't want to forget to use it like I did last time. All right, so let's go over measurements. So my card base is cut at 4 1/4 by 11. It's a little different than what I usually do, but it's the same size. So when you put it in your medium size envelope, it fits perfectly. When it's closed, it's 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. And then you score that at 5 1/2. I have a piece of Moody Mauve. This is cut at 4 by 5 1/4. What I will be doing is I'm going to be die cutting these pieces from the center here before I run this through my embossing folder, just to save space and paper, because this designer series paper that measures 2 1/2 by 4 1/2 is going to go right over the center there, so you won't even see that. So I figured I'd save some paper that way. Okay, and this is from the 2023-2025 designer series paper pack. I haven't used this very much, so I'm challenging myself to do that. All right, so let's set that aside. I'm going to set this aside for a minute. And this and this. Oh, and then I have a piece that's just a scrap. I think this measures 1 inch, a little bit over 1 inch, but I'm going to be cutting it down by 3, what is that, 3 1/4? I think 3 1/4. Okay, again, according to the measurements, this piece needs to be 1/2 by 3 1/2, but it depends on what your sentiment is. So mine's a little bit longer, which it will fit on a 3 1/2. By 1/2 inch, but I just want to make sure, so that's why I didn't cut it down. All right, so let's set that aside. Let me get my Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine out. We'll die cut first, and then we will emboss, so I don't forget to do that. So let's set this in here. And again, I want to make sure that I center it so that it's, so that I do know that it will be covered by this piece here. I think that's good. All right, and then my top plate, we'll run that through. And I'm not sure if I'm using these pieces, but I thought I'd cut them and have them just in case. So what I've been doing for the month of July also is, if you use, where'd the heart go? It disappeared. Oh, there it is. If you use the host code that you'll see on the video, you have to wait till the end though. I will send you the PDF for this along with the card kit. So the only thing you'll need to provide is your own stamp. Yes, your own stamp. I will die cut it for you and provide all the papers. So you'll need to provide your own stamp and ink. I think that's a great deal when you place a $50 order before shipping and tax. Okay, let's run that through. Now that I cut those pieces out, and then I can set this aside. I don't need it anymore. So let's poke this out. Okay, that came out nicely, but I need to poke out all these pieces, which I should bring my box in here, but I started doing it this way, so we'll just finish doing it this way. And again, I'm not sure if I'm going to use this on the inside. I may not. And my take your pick tool with the brush end actually gets out any pieces that are remaining out. It does come with a foam pad, but I'm too lazy to pull it out. So there. Let's put these with my magnet so I don't lose them. Let's put these aside in the garbage so they don't go flying. I've got my fan in this room on because it's warm in here. The AC doesn't work very well in here. All right, so I have my embossed piece, so that's good. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to add that layer directly to it. And then we'll do some stamping and we'll finish putting the card together. I'm just staying on the edge. I might get just a little bit. Oops, it slipped. What I'll do is I'll put a little circle just around here so it doesn't raise up in the center part. That should be good. We'll layer this over it like so, and nobody will know except you guys that are looking at it, watching my video, that I cut a hole out of it. But that just saves paper. You know, I hate to use up like a whole sheet just like that. But I don't suggest you do something like this for the inside of your card, although I've been known to do that. But I find that then you get all these little bumps from, I'm trying to think if I want to pop it up or not. I don't think so. Do I? You know what? This one's going to be hand delivered, so maybe I will pop that up. So let's set this aside for a minute. Let's do our stamping. So what I was saying is, on the inside, you don't want to do that because when you're writing, it leaves bumps. And we don't like to write over bumps. All right, so the color I'm using is Moody Mauve. And I'm going to come closer to the bottom because I'm going to cut off the part on the top, and then we'll create a little banner like so. And while I have this out, I'm going to stamp the inside sentiment over here. And this says, "This is only the beginning of a life filled with love." I thought that was so appropriate for this card. Okay, so we are done with stamping. I'll close this up. I'll set these aside. I'll clean them up later. All right. Seems to be popping up over here, so I'm going to add just a little more glue to the edge here. Because this is embossed, sometimes you have to go a little bit heavier on the glue. Of course, you don't want it to ooze, which it's doing now, but we'll just wipe that up. It's all right. Okay, so, all right. That's gonna go on top, and I said we're gonna add dimensionals to that. But let's cut this piece. So if you wanted to, as I mentioned, this stamp set does have dies, and you could cut this out if you wanted to, like so. But we're not going to do that. So I kind of like that, you know, it has these words that you cut out. Really nice. and they match the words that are on the stamp set. So let's cut this down a bit. I think I'm going to cut this down to 3/4 of an inch, maybe just a hair smaller than that. Probably about there. I'm just eyeballing it. Again, that's why I left this piece a little bit larger so that I could make it about the size I needed for the sentiment. All right, so let's do our little banner. I'm going to cut a little bit more off this side here. All right, let's do this. I probably should have left that now. Here. I am the worst at making these little banners. Because I have tremors, it's hard for me to keep these steady while I'm cutting. Not bad. A little smaller than I wanted, but not bad. We'll take it. And this one, I think I went too high. Yep, all right, fine. We're gonna take it, right? We're just gonna go with it. Oops. So between my hands shaking and my eyes not seeing, everything's moving, but it's good enough. All right, let's put our dimensionals on this piece here. Put a few on here. I think I will go a little bit heavier than I normally do. And I'm not too worried because, like I said, I am hand delivering this. So I'm not worried about it. It doesn't need to go through the mail. It's not going to get stuck or ripped or anything like that. Pop these off. I'm going to add one in the center as well. One of my kitties is in here and I see him roaming around. I don't know if he's going to jump on my table. I don't think he would, but you never know. I'll center that up over here. Ghost. What are you doing, baby? Huh? Or are you Smokey? Are you Smokey or Ghost? They're like twins. They're male and female though. All right, so we'll put some dimensionals on this piece here. I think he wants to get out of the room and I have the door closed. He likes his quiet, so he comes in here to get away from his sisters. And then we'll put those pieces on the inside. Okay, we're going to put this right across, like so. We'll add some pretty gems. I'm not sure which ones I want to use, these or these. I think I like these better, the iridescent foil gems. I think these will do the trick. So we'll put a few on here. Put one up here in the corner. And then maybe one here on this flower there. And then we'll put another one down here on this flower. Okay. And I'll get these on the inside. So again, like I said, I'm not sure if I'm going to use them, but I think I will. I think I like the way that looks. So what do I want to do with the heart? I want to put the heart over here. Yeah, I think we'll skip the heart. Okay, but I am going to put this here. I like the way that looks. So let me get my silicone mat and my little glue. Hopefully this works for me. looks to be coming out. Take advantage of that while it's working. You could also use adhesive sheets for these type of detailed dies, but I tend to forget to use them. But they do work great because you cut them out and then you just stick them on. You don't have to do any type of gluing because the glue is already there for you. The bad thing though is, like, if you put it down, you can't move it around because once it's stuck with that, it is stuck. Okay, pick that up, put that right over here, like so. There you go, friends. Quick and easy card today. I hope you enjoyed that. I hope you're following along and making your own cards based on these sketches. Let me know what you think about it. And again, if you're interested in making a purchase with me this month until the end of the month of July, I am offering a free PDF. So I will mail that to you along with the card kit and a thank you note from myself. And the PDF will be printed. And all you need to do is put a $50 or more order before shipping and tax, and I will get that out to you in August. You do need to use the host code though, so make sure you watch the video till the end and you'll see the host code information. Thanks again for watching, friends. Have a great day. I'll see you next week. Bye-bye.